Hey guys, I want to give you some advanced functionality to help make your job easier by making it possible for you to look at stats of the website owners, the regular websites that they already have, so that if you go to call a lead, you have more insight as to who they are. So let's do this. We're going to go to website-installer.com/sales team, right? And then that way we're here where all the training is. Now, assuming you guys have been going through the training topics, you can keep track of the numbers you left off on. And what you'll find is we put some new ones up in here, actually. So we have 4 new audio topics. They're worth listening to. That's helpful. 4 or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4. Now, this right here is an Excel file, right? HVAC lead insights. So this is actually the whole list that corresponds to your HVACsite.com. Okay, and when you go there, as you know, there's a sitemap, right? So when you do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you're going to one of those sitemap links, right? Well, this whole list of sitemap links, right, is very much what you have, and you're assigned a certain number of them. So like this is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you were assigned like number 1,000, it would be down here somewhere, because the whole list is about 17,000 long. So it would be like 1/17 of the way would be 1,000. But then you can see by the numbers where you are, right? So being assigned from 1,000, you already know what that means, is this right here. American Refrigeration Albuquerque, right? And that would be the same as going to /1000, right? Because it takes you already to the American Refrigeration Albuquerque entry. It's all American Refrigeration with their phone number and everything about them in Albuquerque. Okay, you guys understand that. But then the question is, when you go to call them, what are you up against? What can you mention about a benefit of this website compared to the guy's original website? Well, you don't know much about the guy's original website, right? You don't have any information for that here. You can show him this one, see if he's impressed, but you don't know what he's got, okay? You don't even know if he's somebody you want to call, because you've already found that half of these guys, maybe some of them, some of them have really good websites and you're not sure how to approach them yet. Or you're just better with a certain approach. Maybe if they have good websites, you know exactly how to approach them to get 3, 4, 5 sales back to back right now, by having them buy some of the websites off the site that are going to make it easy to backlink themselves. Real quick, we put the link directly in the footer, okay, to make your life a little easier. This is a link to demo panels, right? That's being able to log into the demo panels and show them around. But this right here is buy this website right here. You just buy this. Okay. And if you hit it, it takes them right to the category where they can choose one or more of these. And frankly, anyone who's powerful and knows what they're doing should get all of them, because then they can use them as slaves or referral websites to backlink their master or main website, right? Okay. So anyway, they can go through that. They can check out the live demo. They can get the details. They can go ahead and make the purchase. As you know, somebody asked, why are there so many fields to fill in? Just as a reminder, up here it's for ownership plus the promo code. Down here, this company information, they definitely want to fill that in. That is how their company name, address, phone, all the Google map and everything, city, state, zip, shows up through all the pages of their content. Okay, by entering the company name, it's going to show up in the header, it's going to show up in the paragraphs, it's going to show up in the image alt codes, wherever it would. Same with street address, phone number, everything else. And the contact form will be working for their email address, right? All of this happens because they fill this out. So that beats getting the website without filling it out, because then they would have to go fill that stuff in through their paragraphs and images, you know, the pop-up text for images manually on all of the web pages. Who wants to do that? Better to do it once for all your web pages than one web page at a time, right? Okay, now having said that, okay, again, we're back to this. How can we make this easier for you? We put this file here called HVAC Lead Insights, and you can click it to download it, okay, and then you can open it. Guess what this is going to have for you, okay? That's the first thing we'll look at. We'll look at that and the toolbar, which you can also download and read the README instructions to install to your Excel. Take a look at this. Okay, ID number. This is what you're assigned, right? If we were to look for number 1000, guess what it's going to say? Okay, just making sure you see the commonality. Sure enough, 1000. That is American Refrigeration in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That's the phone number. But guess what this column is? Their website. If they have one, their original website. And not all these guys do have one, but most of them do. So then you can actually go to this website and take a look at it, right? So if we were to go to the website, and I have not gone to this website, I'm not sure what it's going to be like. By the way, like half of those guys have really bad websites, and then the other half have, who knows, reasonable. This is already a mistake. See this? How it says not secure? It should be auto-directing to HTTPS. Notice how our websites do that. If you do this, your HVAC site, it auto-redirects to HTTPS, and therefore it's secure. Not that guy. He's not going to rank as high. His competitors are going to beat him down just because of this. By the way, what is the cost of switching from this to this? $75 for a year. So he would have to pay $75 just to add this piece to his website, which, by the way, is not at all impressive. There's no real information there. There's almost no information here. There's like only those pages. We already have more pages. Whoops, I got to go double check why it's tripling up on that, but I'll fix that real quick. Pages of useful information up here. Let me see. There's a home page. Installation has these. Maintenance has those. Commercial has these. Emergency has those. And the contact us page. Okay, there I logged in and fixed it real quick. Anyway, all right, coming back to it, as you guys know. Okay, this guy has home, then 1, 2, 3, and contact us, right? We have home, about us, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We already have more pages on this site than that guy has on his. And we have HTTPS, which is included with their $195 purchase. So then, the next thing to consider off of that, and if we were to take a look at how many pages Google has indexed, I'm going to go SITE : right away. Okay. And that way I can just see 5 results. That's it. He's got 5 pages indexed on all of Google. That's it. He's only got 5 pages. It's so very small, this website, that it cannot be doing very well. What else? Well, you know, we could take this URL right here, copy, and we could go to the validator, right? I stuck it up in my toolbar. And I got to fix it at some point on website installer. Just haven't done it yet. But website installer is not important for this because we're not comparing website installer to anything. It's got its own functions. Let's take a look though. Their website, right? Oh yeah, you got to put an HTTP or HTTPS. In his case, it's got to be HTTP, right? Check. Ooh. 2 errors and a bunch of warnings. By the way, you can do this message filtering. Okay, 2 errors and a bunch of warnings. That's not bad, but the biggest thing about it is exactly this idea that he has like next to no content whatsoever, right? I am sure this guy could use another website or at least a replacement website, because even if he has traffic coming here to his website, getting it pointed over at this other website for him is going to be a better idea. If people land on his site and they see the updated version of the site instead, that would be better for him, right? See the phone number? 505-440-9530. 505-440-9530. So yeah, that is that guy, by the way. All right, now here's the point I want to make. You can see very quickly a lot of stats about a website with some very simple motions. So let me show you an interesting trick real quick. Let me close that. Okay. See all of these URLs, right? Let's say we were going to take some that you wanted to look at. I'm going to show you a trick that has to do with installing the toolbar. In other words, see this toolbar here, T2HA toolbar.zip? Click that, download it, and then extract it and install it according to the read me first instructions that are included with it. Okay, as a matter of fact, yeah, it's in there. All right, now having said that, you'll be able to stick it on Excel. I'm going to show you why you care, because there's going to be one more tool we're going to get, and that's SEO Quake for Firefox. Okay, so anyone doesn't know, watch this. Firefox, I'm going to open it. Okay. And it's pretty easy to find add-ons to add to Firefox. One of them is called SEO Quake. If you're wondering how to get it, do this. Just do a search after you install Firefox. I'm sure you have it. Firefox, add-ons, SEO Quake, all one word. Then it's going to give you, however it gives it to you. It's going to be here or here or here somewhere. You're going to be able to get that SEO Quake extension add-ons for Firefox. So you go here, right? And it's presented basically by SEMrush. So, and mine's installed. You're going to probably have to sign up for an SEMrush account. No big deal. Just go ahead and do it. And because it's free. And then that way your SEO Quake toolbar is going to work. Now, what's the point of that? If I go to a website like that guy's, it gives me some really fast information in SEO Quake, right? I can have it automatically pointed out or whatever I want to do. There's ways you can view this thing. I have to go and remember how to make sure it pops up in a lower toolbar here, but you can do that. And that way you can see that Google's indexing 5 of their pages. That's what Bing is indexing too, you know. They're not doing very well in rank, 4.6 million. But of course, they weren't necessarily going to do very well anyway, because this is American refrigeration. You know, it's not like everyone and their mother is going to come to this website on a weekly basis. So they're not going to have a reason to have a really, really high rank. But at least as you go from HVAC website to HVAC website, you'll get a sense of what an appropriate number is for a quality HVAC website. Now, there are things about backlinks, all right? The higher the number, the better. It means that they're getting backlinks to their site from other places. All right? Backlinks. The bigger the number, the better. A lot of people don't even have it, right? And so the bigger the number, the more these people are in the game and they already understand value add when you explain it to them. Because if they go as far as backlinks, they have learned that it's really important to market their website, and they're obviously serious about it. Guys who haven't done a lot of that basically don't know what they're doing. And this guy clearly doesn't know what he's doing because he just doesn't have enough content to rank and grow his business. So you can help him understand how to take a really nice step up towards rank by getting a rank-ready website. Okay? Now, it's kind of useful. Now, somewhere in here, and I forget where it is, there's a setting, show SEO bar. There it is. That's it. So under SEO, when I hit it, I hit settings and I hit show the SEO bar. You know, and when I did that, it literally is giving me what Google is indexing. It's giving me the number of backlinks for, and subdomain backlinks. Okay? What Bing's indexing. Rank doesn't really matter because it's so low. 4.6 million means that Alexa just says it's not even worth looking into too much. Okay, been around since 2011. That means it is how old? Well, the domain. I can't say the website. I can say the domain's been around since 2011. So the guy does keep renewing it. He's clearly in business. We captured his phone number naturally from business listings. Okay. So we do all that for you, hand you the leads, right? But that means it's an 8-year-old website. It's really high time this guy gets this thing updated. It could be an 8-year-old website. It is an 8-year-old domain, so he's in the game. This could also be an 8-year-old website, okay? It's possible. When you talk to him, you can find out when the last time he updated it was. By the way, some people say, How can you get a better look at that? Like if you wanted to spend the time on a particular lead, go here, archive.org. And when you do that, okay, we're going to click on this, highlight it, copy it. We're going to stick it into the Wayback Machine and go. And our purpose of going here, what? I get help more. I don't even want to know. All right. Our purpose of going here, look at that. Since 2011, they've done a little bit of indexing, nothing major, saved only 14 times. You know what that must mean? They just don't see many changes. Okay. So now they're trying to put in like change lists and stuff. I haven't used this yet. It might be interesting. Sitemap, that might be interesting. But usually about the time that they only save it like once a year, then there just isn't much to see. Let me go back to 2011. Now, if I look at the very first entry in here, it could very well be a different website. You know, if I look at the next one, maybe that's where he cleaned it up and made it more, you know, ready. But you can do that. Yeah, there you go. That's what it looked like in 2011. So, you know, let's say I wanted to jump to this one, right? Okay, there you go. But we could do something else. We could try 2013. You know, like when's the last time he has updated his website? This toolbar may be covering for this domain. Yeah. Actually, let me just go back. I was going to say, somewhere in here, you should be able to keep going forward on the Wayback Machine to their next entry, their next entry. I'm not getting that to happen, so let me just go back and go about it manually. Maybe I can do it here. Yeah, there we go. So let me just come forward to like 2014, you know? I just want to know when his website changed last. Because if he bought this website recently, first, he did not get a good website out of it. Who knows how much he spent, though? Maybe very little. But second, if he bought it recently, he's trying. Aha. So about 2017 is this one. So that's the last time he updated it. But, hey, 2 years ago, he updated it, or 3, whatever it is. Let's see. October 2016. You know, somewhere in there, yeah. 15, and you can see it's still an old site, right? It's getting to be old fast. Look at that, 2014. Yeah, really. August of 2014. Let me make sure. Oh, there it is. All right, that's where the site gets really old. So it's like a 4-year-old site. It's time for an upgrade. And for $195 to get a site with $795, that's totally awesome, right? And one that's already bigger than his. All he has to do is fill in the blocks and buy it, and he'll have a better website than what he has here now. Get it? So there you go. Now, that explains the value of the SEO Quake toolbar, right? All right. Now, let me show you what our toolbar also does for you, because look, when you get it installed, it's right here, T2HA toolbar. There's something called Pages Viewer. Here's how that works. I'm going to take some of these, like let's say I'm going to start at your first one and go to your last one. Let's say it's like from 1,000, okay? And I'm going to go from 1,000 to 1,099. You know, like that's what we assigned you. So 1,099, that one, shift, hold down the shift key and click it. Okay? That way you can reach in here and copy. Okay? Now let's create a new tab real quick, because I want to copy the information to right here, A1. And I'm just going to paste it in. Boom. Okay? Now you can drag this thing out so you can see it better. You know, double click it, get it to the right height, something like that. You can pull it way out and then double click it to get it back. Now, I know that they're in order. 1 is 1, 2 is 2, 3 is 3. That's my first lead, second lead, third lead. You know, if I want, I can number them so I know where I'm at. 1,000. Okay, 1,001. And there, I've established a pattern. If I highlight the pattern and drag this guy here, I can keep going all the way down. Why? Just a cheat sheet, really, really fast to know who is who. Okay? So I just did that as a cheat sheet. Now, why did I put these here? Because I could open 100 tabs at once in Firefox. with my T2HA toolbar. What that means is when I hit this, it is going to open every website it sees in a new tab. Okay, now I don't really want to open 100 at once. That's kind of insane. Maybe I just want to open 20 at once. So here's how I'm going to do that. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it way, like way over here. Okay, that way I got my whole list together, right? But now that I have my whole list together, I can start with like the first 20, say, like down to there, and I can just go ahead and get rid of the rest for now. Delete. Oops. Shift cells up. Okay. That way I've got 20 that are in column A. Right? All of this is just the backup of the whole list. I can copy any set of these and paste it over the top of these. Like if I wanted to paste over the top, I left off on 1019. So I would start on 1020 and drag it down to like, 1040, basically 1039, whatever. I could copy that and I could just click on A1 again and I could paste it, boom, and see what it did? It overwrote it. All right, so let me undo that. Let me start at the beginning. Why did I do that? I'll show you right now. If I hit T2HA and I hit Pages Viewer, take a look. I can open it in Firefox or Chrome. Well, Firefox is where I have my SEO Quake running, right? So I may as well open it in Firefox. Let's hit OK. One sec. Firefox is installing updates. Always doing that. And let's see if this works. Ooh, take a look at that, will you? You see all those tabs open up right across the top? They're all loading at the same time, starting with the first one. What do you think is going to happen? The SEO Quake toolbar is going to load all of that information too. See, it's working on it. It's loading all of these tabs for these 20 websites here, and it's going to load all this information. Now, here's a nifty trick. I can click on each tab, after it's finished loading. It's getting there. It's close. Just a couple more, yeah. And it's working on it. Ooh, look at this. 2,860 pages on Google. This guy is in the game. And what would you talk to him about? Having a bunch of websites. He may already have a bunch of websites. Talk to him about, hey, get some more while they're cheap. He might very well be in the game for that. He's got the budget, and he's definitely got his head in the game. So he should be listening to you. And take a look. His rank, 4.8 million instead of rank being NA, right? So watch this. If I hold down my control key with my thumb, the left control key, and I hit tab, and tab, 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 I can see what's up with every one of these. Now, I have no idea why Atari's in this list. Forget them. Once in a while, you're going to get somebody that's just plain off. Once in a long while, there's going to be some lead, and it literally has nothing to do with heating and air conditioning, right? And sometimes, okay, this happens to be the exact same domain name. Sometimes you'll see different domain names with the exact same website on it. It's funny, but that's just guys not knowing better. They're trying to get more clout, but they wind up with this, the same stuff on two domain names. Google doesn't really make any use of that. It ignores one of them. It only goes with the original. Or, what do I want to say? Oh, sometimes people create a perfect copy for a partner. Well, that's not helping the partner out very much because, again, the partner can't get any rank going with the same website. But if they could help their partner out with a second website, now that's cool. Okay, let's keep going, right? And we can always see just how far into the game they are to see, who's interesting. This guy, again, look at this website. It's horrible. It's ancient, right? He's only got 19 pages out there. Anyone can type up 19 pages. All right, this is bad. And his rank's pretty low anyway, right? Been around since the URL since 2015, but the guy might very well just be... This might be a 2016 website that he bought at the time, right? He could use an upgrade. It would make him look a lot better, probably get him more traffic. If not that, then hey, a second website to backlink this one with. Make the second one the slave, backlinking your master here to get it more rank, more hits. By the way, you can go backwards. What was that again? I think it's Control Shift and Tab. You might, yeah, that's it. Hold down the Control and the Shift key, and then Tab, 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 Tab. That just goes backwards. Or if you're just Control tabbing away and you think, wait a minute, let me go back here again, there. And then you could just go there, and then you can tab some more, right? Let me go here. Yeah, Atari, okay. Tab some more. Let me go here. Tab some more, okay? That way you can figure out what's going on with your leads in a quick hurry. So that when you go to call them, you can make a point. You know, some kind of a point. I would start with the crappiest websites first, you know, and the guys that have broken websites first. Hi there, I tried to find you, but this is the website I went to. Doesn't seem like you're around anymore. You know, here's a website we built for you. We think you might like it. It's going to help you get some traffic, some ranks, some leads. Get your phone ringing so that you can make some sales. One-time cost $195. You own the whole thing, no hidden fees or anything. If you want to get it, it'll be installed in literally minutes and live in literally minutes, and that'll kick you off. Okay, after it installs, it'll self-install with all your information all over it. Your company name, your street address, your city, state, zip, your email address for the contact forms. Then it will auto-submit itself to Google, so Google can start indexing you. How's that? Pretty cool, right? So anyway, yeah, just go through your leads and see what you got. Now, once you're done with these guys, right? That's your first 20. Watch this. I'm going to just close Firefox. What am I going to do again? Well, I stopped at 1019. I want to pick up at 1020. And I'm going to go to 1039, right? Copy. Come back up. Paste over the top. Boom. Save it. Okay. Now I'm going to go from 1020 to 1039. Then I'll go from 1040, you know, down to 1059, right? And copy over that. Okay, and each time you get to do this, right? Just start in A1, paste over the top, save it, and then what? T to HA, Pages Viewer, Firefox, OK. Let it load. See how helpful that is, right? It's pretty, oh my God, look at this guy's website. Woo, that's bad. I might even skip the intro just to see what happens here, right? Like, oh, that's horrible. Is this it? This is the guy's website? 3 pages indexed on Google. The guy, you know, I'm sure he has no rank. Been around since 2010. I bet this website's been this way since 2010. Look at this, right? This is horrible. This guy could use a new website, right? And, you know, there you go. You can figure out the number. It's probably the same number you're going to call anyway to chat with a guy, right? And then just control tabbing. Again, that's my point. This guy kind of in the game, you know, they're hammering away. By the way, our website makes it really easy to create lots and lots and lots of pages. We have some tricks for that. We'll explain later. But there you go. I don't want to explain too much at once. It's just too hard for people to figure out what they're doing, you know. But I'm helping you out with this general information all the way around and these tools to get you going. One nice step at a time. You can just work your way up the ladder. Look at that, 114,000 pages indexed. Rank is really high. This guy is definitely in the game. He's been around now for 22 years, right? Really in the game. So if you want to talk to him because you want to say, hey, buy a bunch of websites to backlink you, great. If you're afraid to do that, don't even bother. Obviously, this is Ream. They're one of the biggest names out there. You may just not even want to bother with them because, hey, you're new at this. No problem. Let's move on, though. This guy, and you can just get a clue, you know? This next guy. And again, anytime you're wondering, you know, what about stuff like, right, the validator, copy. You can just open a new tab. See that? Open a new tab. And the coolest thing is go to validator.w3.org, right? Paste that in. Oops, that's right. I really shouldn't have done that. I keep doing that all the time, and I shouldn't. I should just take the whole link, copy it. Because then, paste. Yeah, it's got whether it's HTTP or HTTPS. Check. Just get a clue, you know. This guy's doing pretty good. No errors, just 3 warnings. Warnings don't really matter, so that's okay. He's got that much covered, but what's with this again? HTTPS, right? It should be. I wonder if it even works on his site. Okay, it does. He should redirect his HTTP over to HTTPS. And even then, yep, there's blockable content detected on the site. And so there's stuff on the site that's feeding in from HTTP, so it's not really the best. Okay, whatever the case is, who knows if this is working for him or not, or if he wants an extra website. I don't know. I don't see this as really a great seller, and it may not be selling much for him. But if it is, if the guy says, actually, I'm getting pretty good traffic off this, then the answer is, I see that you do some backlinking, like the guy does or doesn't do some backlinking, right? No, not hardly. Look at this. Virtually no backlinks at all. Say what you should do is get some more websites that also promote you, right? And use them to backlink this website. That way you have a constellation of websites traveling together. Google likes that kind of thing. Related websites pitching their partner websites, okay? And they become referral websites for you. You could even rent them to partners if the partners want to take on the promotions to drive leads your way. Okay, so your partners could have their own phone numbers bringing leads into you. But creating those websites for them so that you have it at the ready takes all the work out of their hands. So all they have to do is focus on promoting you. Okay, and here's how you would go and get that. Get this other website from us and install it. It'll be live in a couple of minutes, and that way you have it ready to offer out to find a partner who wants to promote to get leads to you. Okay, there are a lot of ways to do it. And if you don't want a partner, fine. Just let your other websites also run for you so that you just get more traffic streams. Your sites are going to show up for some keywords. Your other sites are going to show up for other keywords that people are searching for. It's all going to add up to more sales for you. Not bad for a one-time $195 payment for a new marketing channel that's always there working on your behalf. Okay? There you go. And every year, if you want to renew it, it's just $195 a year. It locks you in. Okay, again, there's so much you can say to these guys when you can see them more clearly, right? If you don't see your bar, just try it again. Take this thing. Let's see. I don't know why you didn't see my bar. Okay, and if you can't see it anyway, it's just the way the flash works on the site, then just by clicking here, right, you can actually see their information quickly. Google Index, 38 pages are on Google. They have a lot of backlinks, right? These guys are kind of in the game, right? Alexa rank, not bad. So it'd be like an average site with an average pitch as far as that goes. Halfway decent, right? There you go. And these guys are paying attention. Great. Anytime they're paying attention, pitch them more websites, right? They obviously have a lot of stuff going on here. Great. Pitch them more websites if you want. Even then, this is kind of funny. So whatever, they may just be totally in the game, right? And so pitch them another website. If you want to, and use these guys' contact forms to make a simple pitch. That's another point I should make. So one great advantage of having their old websites is you can reach out and contact them through their contact forms, as well as texting them through their phone numbers, as well as outright calling them, like to follow up and see if you can get them to respond, get them to be in the game. Okay, so you kind of see what's going on, right? This just gives you, oh God, look at this guy's site. 6 pages. This is ancient, right? This has no measurable rank. Been around a long time though. This guy's he's in the game as far as being the plumber, mechanical type of guy. And HVAC, actually, he may or may not, he doesn't. Then you could just talk to him about, hey, get a second HVAC site that specializes in HVAC. This screams plumbing at all of us, okay? But you mention that you do HVAC and air conditioning, right? Why not just have a second website that pitches that part of what you do more loudly, okay? So that when people land on it, they realize you do HVAC and air conditioning and they go calling you, okay? That can run alongside this website. Okay, then again, when you get through all 20 of these guys and you make your notes about who to follow up with or whatever, what do? Just come back here and do the next set. You see that? So, I could just start from here for 1060 through 79. Shift click, copy, come up there, paste over the top, save it. And just don't forget, all you have to do is close Firefox each time. Otherwise, it's going to keep adding the tabs in. You don't really want it to add the tabs in. You just want it to open the new tabs, right? There you go. So there you go. That's a really easy way to help you get this thing on a roll. And again, everything that's broken, hey, say, I see you let your site go. How about we help you with a new site that's really powerful, that's probably cheaper than whatever it is the other guys were trying to sell you on your old site, etc. Yeah, look at that. That's like 3 or 4 of these guys. Now, some of these guys just plain out went out of business, and they'll just tell you, I'm sorry, we closed our business down. Oh, okay, I see. Do you know anyone in the area who could use a new website? No. Just figure it out. All right. I gave you enough to go on. That's pretty cool stuff. Oh my God, look at this, guys. Oh, this guy obviously could benefit from a new website, right? Yours must really shine in his eyes. And if he goes, does it have an admin panel? Why, yes, it does. How much? $195 all in. All you're going to wind up doing is pointing your domain name to these new name servers. By the way, what are the new name servers? It says on Website Installer, but it's name server 1, which is ns1.t2ha.com. Hey, funny, that must match the T2HA toolbar. We're all about T2HA. It's just less stuff to remember. NS2, name server 2, T2HA.com. Okay? That's where they point their name servers, and the whole new website will take over. Their old website will still be there wherever they left it. So if they ever did want to point this back, because they maybe have to come back to log in to get a PDF or something, then they can do that. They can point their domain name back at this website, and when it shows up, they can log in and get their stuff, download it. Then they can point it back at the new name servers again, and it'll reconnect to their new website. So then they can log in and upload their PDF or whatever it is they wanted to do. All right. Okay, I think that's enough fodder for now. It gives you a chance to see how much more power you really have over the conversation and the stuff you can do and show people. And therefore the way the pitch should go. And who you don't want to contact. And who you definitely want to contact. And gives you a chance to know what to say to each guy. They're not just a phone number anymore. Right? With the phone numbers, you can't tell who's who, but with this information, you can. Okay, hope that helps. And yeah, let me know anything else that we can do to help you out with your sales. All right.